All right. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Okay. I think this is our first coffee chat for this year. So, Happy New Year to all of you. And yep, tell me, how is it going? Hi, Abhishek. Hi, Sonal. Hi, Anusha. Alok, Divakar, Aditi. How you guys doing? Come on, speak up, guys.
Hello, Mohit
Hi
bhaiya.
Mohit,
Hello,
how are you?
Hi, Moir.
audible sir.
Hi, everyone. How is it going? How's work? How's life? Hi, Shivansh.
अच्छा चल रहा है भैया। जो जो आप बताएं वो सब पढ़ते जा रहे हैं, काम भी करते जा रहे हैं साथ में। अच्छा लग रहा है भैया।
Chalo. Very nice.
जी भैया।
Very, very nice. Hi, Prashant. Hi, Aarti. Guys, feel free to put your questions on chat if you don't want to speak on that so that I can take them from there and then we will talk about it. Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
Hello Mohit Bhaiya.
hey, hi, Shivansh. Tell me, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. And you?
All good. All good. Good.
Uh, Mohit Bhaiya,
Yes, yes. Go
I
ahead.
want to ask question to you.
Please.
Like, I have completed your all the courses like triggers and everything you have created in the in your course, and I stuck when I get a scenario based question like in business requirement. I have recently given the walk-in drive from 360 Cloud company. Okay, and whenever I got scenario based question like parent and or like master detail relationship and like that relationship like requirement or scenarios, that time I stuck in triggers. So how to handle that or anything tips for that?
Yes. So see, this is very common. This happens with most of us that even when I was learning Apex triggers and all those things, all the scenarios were like very new to me. So initially couple of like for 15-20 scenarios, what I did is that I I kind of kept on looking at the answers as well, and then I kind of developed a habit to start writing on copy instead of directly writing the code, instead of directly thinking about how I will loop through it or how I will get this idea and all. I started writing those things, maybe just let's say just in plain English. Okay, so the problem happens with trigger is that when we look at the trigger as a whole trigger, so then we are
Mhm.
looking at the 10 problems at once, and it is very hard to solve 10 problems at once. So the better way to do is that break that problem into smaller pieces. Okay, let's say you have to update a child, update the parent from the number of the count of child. Okay, now if you think it as a whole problem, it might look very complicated, but then if you break it into multiple pieces, okay, smaller problem, like let's say how will you get the opportunity ID from account, or how will you count the opportunities, and then after counting how will you put it on account. So you need to break that problem into multiple smaller problems and then tackle a smaller problems as a unit. Okay, then it becomes bit easy for you to solve that problem. And it happens with trigger, with LWC concept, that you may feel that you're not good enough to solve those things, but it's okay. Do not think about all the scenarios. Do not think about, let's say, update, insert, and delete at once. Maybe just to start with insert, just focus on the insert part. Do not think about update. Say that you will be talking about update maybe later, but you will just focus on insert, and then after inserting you will just focus on a particular piece. Rather than thinking it as a whole problem, try to divide it into smaller pieces. Okay, and then it kind of becomes easy. Sometimes yes, you will be and do not directly jump onto the medium level questions. Start with the easy questions first, build some confidence, build some kind of logical thinking in your mind, and then go towards the complex problems. If we directly go towards the complex problem, we will lose the confidence as well. Okay, so we need not to do that thing as well.
Okay.
And first, understand that this is very common problem. It's not you, or it's not like you lack anything. It's just that you don't have enough practice. You have not seen enough scenario, and that is why you're facing this problem. But once you actually do some of the trigger scenarios in the logical sequence, like from easy to medium to difficult, then of course after a couple of months and after a couple of scenarios, you will be in a better space. And trust me,
Mm.
this happens with all of us. It's not just you, or it's not like you don't have that logical brain to solve a trigger. Okay,
Mm.
it happens with all of us. Try not to directly write code, try to put it in a copy and pen and then try to solve it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
हेलो
Okay.
मोहित भैया, मेरा अभी एक इंटरव्यू था. सो वन इंटरव्यू आस्क मी दैट हाउ दे हैव वन मैनेज पैकेज फॉर स्पेसिफिक प्रोजेक्ट. सो वी वांट टू इंटीग्रेट विद आवर सिस्टम. तो भैया इसका बेस्ट अप्रोच क्या होगा, मतलब इसमें बेस्ट आंसर क्या रहेगा इस केस में? यदि कोई मैनेज पैकेज है और उस मैनेज पैकेज को उनको अपने सिस्टम से इंटीग्रेट करना है, तो वो कैसे करेंगे? इसके लिए क्या बेस्ट रहेगा भैया, मतलब किस वे में बताना चाहिए इस क्वेश्चन को?
इंटीग्रेट करना एज इन, मैं समझा नहीं. लेट्स से दे हैव क्रिएटेड अ मैनेज पैकेज. ओके.
जी जी
नाउ
भैया.
they want to install it. Like, see, ideally how we do the managed package is that we install it in a subscribers org. So I am somebody who has created, and then I will publish it, and then subscriber will install that managed package, and then they'll be able to use if the functionality is usable, and if they do not have any restrictions, and if the installation is fine. So I am not sure if what is the exact uh, like integrating as in, like, I didn't get that point.
भैया आई थिंक उनका ऐसा है कि एक प्रोजेक्ट वो लोग है, वो लोग अपने इस पे इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं अपनी कुछ इसमें एफएसएल के फीचर या कुछ अदर फीचर उस स्पेसिफिक प्रोडक्ट पे वो लगाना चाहते हैं. पर
हाँ.
जो प्रोडक्ट है वो उसका कुछ कोड या कुछ अवेलेबल, मतलब बस उनके पास मैनेज पैकेज ही है. तो वो लोग यही जानना चाह रहे थे कि वो कैसे उसको करेंगे. तो भैया मैं
ठीक.
यहाँ फंस
जो
गया
भी
था इसी में.
जो भी हमने बनाया है एज अ पैकेज, उसको हम एक साथ एक बंडल अप करके पब्लिश
जी
करेंगे. एंड देन सब जहाँ पे हमें उसको यूज़ करना है वहाँ पे उसको इंस्टॉल करेंगे. वो जैसे ही इंस्टॉल करेंगे, अगर इंस्टॉलेशन सक्सेसफुल होता है तो सारी चीज़ें सब्सक्राइबर ऑर्ग में अवेलेबल हो जाएंगी. लेट्स से फ्लो है, तो फ्लो सब्सक्राइबर ऑर्ग में अवेलेबल हो जाएगा, एंड देन वो उसको यूज़ कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. बट ये सुनने में बहुत आसान लगता है, इतना आसान होता नहीं है. पहले तो आप सारी चीज़ें बनाते हो, देन उसको पब्लिश करते हो, देन वो रिव्यू होता है. ऐसे नहीं कि आप डायरेक्टली करके सब कुछ हो गया एंड देन वो इंस्टॉल कर पाओगे. तो इट्स बिट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, बट देन तरीका यही है कि वो इंस्टॉल करेंगे. और वही, जब आप कोई भी ऐप एक्सचेंज से आप इंस्टॉल करते हो तो क्या ऑप्शन आते हैं? इंस्टॉल फॉर एडमिन ओनली, इंस्टॉल फॉर ऑल यूज़र. वो सारा प्रोसेस होगा, एंड देन इंस्टॉल करने के बाद आप उसे यूज़ कर पाओगे.
भैया
ठीक
मुझे ऐसा लगा कि इससे क्लासेस मैनेज पैकेज में एक्सपोज नहीं होती हैं, पब्लिक एपेक्स क्लासेस होती हैं. तो
है.
आई
हाँ.
थिंक वो ये शायद जानना चाह रहे थे कि हम लोग शायद मतलब कैसे उस क्लासेस को यूज करेंगे, या कोई फ्लो है तो उसको हम इंटीग्रेट अपने प्रोडक्ट में कैसे कर पाएंगे. वो शायद कुछ और प्रोडक्ट यूज कर रहे हैं और कोई एंड यूजर है जो उस मैनेज पैकेज का यूज अपने एंड पे करता है, और शायद वो उसको अपने तरीके से इंटीग्रेट करना चाह रहा है उसको. ऐसा कुछ था भैया, शायद मेरे को ऐसा लगा उनकी बात से.
ठीक है. आई विल सिंक विद यू ऑन दिस टू गेट मोर डिटेल्स ऑन इट. बट देखो, वही होता है, या तो पैकेज हो गया मैनेज या हो गया अनमैनेज. ठीक है. मैनेज्ड हो गया तो उसको मैनेज कर रहा है जो आपको पब्लिश कर रहा है. अनमैनेज्ड है तो जो भी इंस्टॉल करेगा वो जा करके अपने हिसाब से अपने चेंजेस कर सकता है. तो डिपेंडिंग ऑन रिक्वायरमेंट उनका क्या है, वो उस हिसाब से करना रहता है. ठीक है. रही बात क्लासेस एंड ऑल की, तो वो तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो इंस्टॉल मतलब करेगा तो वो यूज़ नहीं कर पाएगा. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. यही है कि कुछ क्लासेस, कुछ फीचर्स हमें टेस्ट कराने रहते हैं, तो उनमें वो हमें जो टेस्ट क्लासेस रहेंगी वो ऑन इंस्टॉल पे उनको रन करा करके चेक करते रहना होता है. तो वो हम लोग टेस्ट क्लासेस में करते हैं, जो एनोटेशन अवेलेबल होता है ऑन इंस्टॉल वाला, @, इस टेस्ट के साथ में. तो हो जाएगा. ठीक है. विल सिंक, अगर इसमें कुछ और डिटेलिंग लगेगी तो देखते हैं.
जी
ठीक है.
जी भैया. थैंक
ओके.
यू भैया.
बेसिकली वो ये समझना चाह रहे थे कि तुमने ऐसे किसी सिनेरियो में या मैनेज पैकेज पे काम करा है या नहीं, सो दैट कि अगर उनका काम ही यही होता है तो तुम्हें अगर फेमिलियर हो तो उनको आराम रहेगी, वरना
Mm.
बेसिक से बताना पड़ेगा सारा कुछ.
ओके भैया.
Okay, somebody is asking on chat, what coding related questions to expect from LWC for a 3 year. See, that for a 3 year experienced person, everything is relevant in the LWC, starting from the basics of LWC, decorators, communication. Communication is the most important part, parent to child, child to parent. They can even ask some of the fundamentals of JavaScript. They can ask something related to lightning messages services, lightning data services. They can ask a couple of practical scenarios related to what are the kind of LWC components you have created, what difficulties you have faced, integration from the LWC? Have you ever called a third party system from LWC? So for a 3 years, because see, now people, even freshers people, are coming with all of the experience on the LWC, at least the basic knowledge. Okay, so from a 3 years of experience, everything is relevant on the LWC, everything. Okay. And see, as a 3 years old developer, we have to be very strong in LWC because that's a zone where you'll be working a lot. Okay, so make your preparation like that. Hi Jaya, yes, please go ahead.
Hi, Mohit. Uh, I just want to know two things. First is about the JS part.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, I have been attended an interview, and the interviewer was like asked me about the JS concept. That was about that if the data is coming from integration, and
Mm-hmm.
we need to handle that data in JS, which means they want to let's say in increment order or in decrement order, that should be in JS. So I just want to know. I'm not having like coding background. So I am from electronics and communication. I just want to know कि मुझे a part of Apex. So what should I do? कितना I should know about JS?
Okay. See, from a Salesforce developer, JS is relevant from the LWC point of view. So whenever we work on the LWC, not about the basic LWC, but when we move towards some of the very complex LWC components, if we have a good fundamental knowledge on the JavaScript side, then we will be able to make better LWC components. Otherwise, we'll always remain on a base level. Okay, so JavaScript concepts are very important from the LWC point of view, but JavaScript is huge. You don't need to know everything in the JavaScript, because if you go towards having very deep knowledge on the JavaScript, it will take a lot of time. So the ideally, how I suggest is that go with the basics of JavaScript, whatever you need from the LWC point of view, and then there is no limit in the JavaScript. So you'll keep on learning JavaScript concepts. I keep on learning JavaScript concepts even today. So you'll keep on getting new things on JavaScript when you actually work on it. But to begin with, know all the fundamentals, data types and all, how the prototype chaining happens, what are promises, what are async, apex, all those things related to JavaScript. JavaScript is like there are so many playlists available on JavaScript. Just spend 50-20 days, not more than that. Try to create your own notes, and then you'll be good to start on the LWC part. Regarding the integration related questions, there are two ways to answer this. If we are doing the call out from the from your LWC component, okay, and we are directly doing it, we are not using the Apex, or we are not storing anything, then it is via the fetch API, where we are doing the third party call out, and then we are getting the response in the JavaScript. We have to handle that response in the JavaScript itself. If we are using Apex, then we'll have an option to either deal it in the Apex, or if you want to do it in the JavaScript, that is up to you. Okay, so you can answer it that way, or
Yeah,
depending
I
on.
have been used that order by, that I can use Apex and I can use order by in SQL query. But
Mhm.
the interviewer was not satisfied because he actually wants to know more about JS.
Yeah,
That's
so he expected you to deal it in the JS itself without any intervention of Apex. So let's say you're getting data directly in the sales in the JavaScript. You did the call out, you got the data in the JavaScript. Now, let's say we just need to display the data. Let's say we call the third party system, okay, and we needed to just display that data in the LWC component. So there is nothing needs to be stored in the Apex. Now, in that case, how will you deal? Let's say you're
Mhm.
calling the let's say index APIs. You were getting these stocks. Okay. So based on an order, you need to display which are going up versus which are going down. So in that case, you don't need to store anything. Directly, you are interacting with a third party system. Data is coming real time, and then you need to display it. Nothing needs to be stored. So in the JavaScript itself, there are various ways by which we can iterate through it. Apex is just like 1-2% of what JavaScript is capable of. So there are so many things we can do in the JavaScript. So he needed to get the answer in the JavaScript side only, without even the intervention of Apex. And this order by, sort by, everything is available in the JavaScript. So you
Mhm.
can do that.
Okay. And one more question.
Yes.
Actually, there are a number of companies, they are offering only 25% hike,
Mhm.
right? So I just want to know about the market. Uh, let's say my sister-in-law is also in an IT company, and she is recently in Salesforce. When she changed the company, she got 80% hike, right? At that time, the market was for 80% hike. I just want to know about the situation. So what's going on?
Okay.
Should I try, let's say, at 25%, I can negotiate to any with other HRs, or what should I do?
Yeah. Okay. See, what happens is, in the current context, if I tell you, there are so many candidates in the market. Okay. So of course they value the good candidate. It's just that, let's say your current CTC is 8. Okay. For example, now it is very like if you go, even if your interview was very good, the service based organization, most of the service based organization will say, okay, you are at 8. Even if I give you for 50%, that will be 12. They'll not go more than that. But once you get 12 from, let's say, one organization, and if you still have time in your notice period, now that your base CTC becomes 12 because somebody is giving you 12. So now that any other organization, if they come to you, you'll say that you already have an offer of 12. You need to have, let's say, 15, 16, whatever you want to quote. If they are willing to, then you will go for the interview. So ideally, no organization will give you more. I mean, in current context, they'll not give you more than 30, 40% as your first offer. But once you get your first offer, then based on that, you can keep on negotiating with the other HRs. Okay. So for example, let's say there was a student whose CTC was around 12. Okay. The first offer he got was only 15, and he was not satisfied at all because he was already at 12, and 15 was like very less, like around 25% only. Okay. But I told him that, okay, go for it, accept it, and then we will negotiate it based on this 15. Then after a few days, he got another offer of 18. And then from 18, he got 24. So from 12, he got 24. But one organization did not give him 24. There was two other organizations which gave him 15 and 18, and then he got 24. So sometimes we have to take it like that. When market is not that much rewarding, okay, then we have to prove our worth via multiple offer letters. Okay, so that is the only way for now. If we are lucky, then we will get an organization who will have very good budget, and they'll be able to match your expectation. But generally, in crunch situations like this, you will have to get multiple offers to get the desired CTC.
Okay. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Hello, Mohit bhaiya. I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, I am about to give an Salesforce trainee interview on Tuesday. So, what should I revise for myself, like on development part?
Okay, Salesforce training interview, revise everything on the fundamentals of epics, triggers, SOQL queries, and anything on the LWC if you have studied. Best practices and order of execution.
Okay, thank
See,
you.
from a trainee, what they are expecting is that your fundamentals should be good. You should be able to write the triggers. The problem with trainees, or they are afraid of, is that somebody who just knows the basics, because you do not have any business knowledge. They are not expecting any business knowledge. But what they are expecting is that you should be good, or at least comfortable writing triggers or SOQL queries. So make yourself strong there. And confidence is very important. Do not expect that they want to know everything from you, or that's not the whenever I take any freshers interview, I do not expect them to know everything, because I know that they're freshers, they don't have business knowledge. Okay.
Mm,
But what I expect them is that their fundamentals should be good. If I ask them what is primitive data type, they should be able to tell me what is primitive data type, and not just tell me. If he's really a good candidate, he'll be exceeding my expectation by explaining it properly.
mm,
So fun fact, when I ask what is primitive data type from even 4 years of old developer, they'll
mm,
not be able to tell me, like they'll not be able to impress me with their answers. Okay.
mm,
And that's where you have an edge case, because because you have gone through a lot of basics, and these senior people don't go through the basics because of their actual work and all. So try to impress with your answers. Very key factor is that, see, there'll always be questions which you will not be able to answer. There will always be questions. Out of 10, even if you're not able to answer 4, 5, but if you were able to make an impact on remaining 4, 5, that will decide whether you'll get selected or not. There will always be questions which you will not be able to answer. Even if I give interview today, there will always be questions which I'll not be able to answer. But what I'll do, I'll make sure that the other topics or other questions which I am able to answer, I'm not just answering them, I'm just kind of killing those questions. So that's how we have to make an impression with the topics we are good at. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, like I have good fundamental knowledge of Salesforce admin part, and as if I told you already that I stuck in development part, like trigger, apex, and everything else. So I want to know that what triggers, like in beginning or intermediate or advanced levels of trigger, I should practice for that. I
Okay,
want to know.
just follow this Salesforce SFDC Ninja and try to see if you are able to solve the scenario. If even if you are not able to solve the scenario, write down the problem, write down the solution, solve it with the help of his tutorial. Next time, maybe after 3 4 days, same trigger, pick it. But this time, do not watch the solution. Try to see how much you are able to do it on your own. If you are not able to do it on your own, watch it again. After
Mm.
3 4 days, again come back to the same questions, try to solve it on your own. There will come a day where you will not be needing the guidance to write the same trigger scenario. Okay, and then repeat this process on other triggers as well.
Okay.
Okay, see, it
Yeah.
will take time. See, this confidence building and this logical thinking will take time. So you cannot rush yourself. I understand that because you are giving interviews and you don't have that much time, but it's okay. It's not expected that you should know everything. Couple of basic, very basic 4 5 trigger scenarios which we have covered on our interview preparation course. Try to do that on your own, and then practicing them is something which will definitely take time. Okay, so you can keep on doing that. Even after getting the job, you have to keep on practicing these things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And 360-degree cloud, we have students there. Maybe I'll sync you with few of my students. Okay.
No, I have interview
Okay,
in
that
cloud.
interview is already. Got it, got it. Okay, okay, fine. See, 360-degree cloud once asked 5 6 trigger scenarios from one of the fresher. So
Mm-hmm.
they have very high expectations because they want these they pay very less. It's a very bad thing in the market going on right now that they are exploiting freshers. To be very honest, 4 5 triggers from a fresher is way too much. When I gave my interview as a Salesforce developer, what they asked me, what is JSON? What is what is API? Very basic questions they asked. And today's market is very bad, so bad that they are asking the lightning messaging services from freshers. That's absurd.
Yeah, like I have revised the beginning question of Apex trigger, and also revised some intermediate question level. But whenever I got the question of triggers, they have given, I think, three or four question, but
Hmm.
I solved two, and the other two was the above of my experience or anything.
Okay.
And
It's
so,
okay. See, you didn't do anything wrong. It's okay. I mean, it is happening because there are so many people in the market, and then they're willing to, and they know those things. But it's okay. This is not the only company in the planet. We'll get better organizations. Don't worry. Keep on practicing. That's the key point. Okay. Keep on practicing. Even if we get rejected, that is fine. It's okay. There will be rejections. Of course, there will be rejections. Everybody will get rejected somewhere or the in the other organization. That's okay. We have to again get up and then keep on trying those things. Okay. Don't worry about it.
okay.
We'll practice it more.
Mhm.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Uh,
Hi, Naresh. Please.
Hi, Mohit. Shall
Yes.
I, shall I go ahead?
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
Uh, Good evening, Mohit. It's first of all, thank you very much for everything you are doing for your community. I have a couple of issues, Mohit.
Yeah,
One
please.
is being I'm more than 10 years of experience, Mohit. I got to know about Salesforce only after 6 years.
So that's when I started as a fresher, and then I'm able to work in couple of companies now. But now that I have some family issues as well, because of which I'm not able to learn or something. Okay, but keeping all of that aside, I'm making I want to dedicate some time for my learning, Mohit. Currently, I'm working on a Salesforce order management support project, Mohit. But I do have a Salesforce development experience as well. But due to some reasons, I had to take up the order management support role, Mohit. And I do not have a LWC context as well. So if you could help me, it would be great, Mohit, and advise me how I should proceed. Say, for example, in next 3 months, how can I prepare myself and I can be up to date, probably from March or April, if I want to take up the interview. Mohit.
Okay. Yes. See, so in the Salesforce itself, there are multiple streams. Now, first, I want to know whether you are inclined towards the development part, architecture part, or BA part, QA part, because you are working on support. So almost all the options are open for you right now. From support, you can move anywhere depending on your interest.
Development, Mohit. I want to be more onto development.
Right. Okay. That's nice. Because in the Salesforce, development is an area where we have most the opportunities. Okay. There are very few admin jobs, and then BA jobs are also very few. And then in the BA, they'll be expecting you to know other tools as well, not just the Salesforce. Very rarely you'll get just the Salesforce BA kind of role. Even if you get, they'll be expecting more. So development is somewhere we have most opportunities. Now to begin the development part, um, I'm not sure if you want to, because you are in the support, what we can say is we have worked on the admin and support and then have learned Salesforce development on our own. The the way to do this is first work on the fundamentals part, make your fundamentals strong or good, have a very good fundamentals first, and then build on top of it. So LWC triggers and all those, and pick one cloud. Like you are working on the sales cloud, right? So try to explore more on
Yes,
the
sir.
sales cloud part. We have to lift our interview with our admin and support knowledge along with the cloud knowledge, along with the business process knowledge we have gained throughout these years. Development part should be satisfactory enough. We cannot be very good on the development part, to be honest, because you have not seen enough development scenarios on your own. You have not worked on those many user stories. So we have to make it satisfactory enough, and then we'll try to lift our interview with the help of our strong areas. One very important point, and this is for everybody, in every interview or for every candidate, he should or she should know that what are their good areas and what are their weak areas. Okay, so we have to lift our interview with the topics we are very good at. Like, for example, if I take my example, I like I like to get questions on process automation. I like to get questions on flows, triggers, LWC. And initially, when I had around 4 or 5 years of experience, I was not good at integration because I didn't get enough opportunities. So integration was an area where I was very weak at. So most of the time, I used to pray that okay, I should not get, or interviewer should not ask the integration question, but obviously they will be asking. So later on I realized that okay, there will always be some questions or topics or areas where I might not perform well. I have to compensate for that with the areas where I am very good at. Okay, so we have to make those areas so good that if we get a single question from that area, like if I get a single question from record sharing and security, I know that I'm going to kill it, and I'll make a kind of impression that that impression will be forwarded on the other question as well. Sometimes what happens, candidate interviewers kind of in the initial 10 minutes they make an impression whether they are going to select the candidate or they're going to reject the candidate. It happens with almost all the interviewers. And then if they have made up their mind that they are going to select, then they will purposefully try to give you such kind of questions where you'll be able to answer those questions. So initial 10-15 minutes are very crucial and very important. If you make very good impression there, even if we are not able to provide answers on couple of topics, it's okay. Like for example, when we take interview, we have been given a kind of rough estimate that if he's a 60% good, then take him. Okay, now 60%, 40% is up to me, because if I know the candidate, I know that what topics he'll not be able to give answer versus what topic he'll be able to give answer. So if I have made an impression that he's a good candidate, he will get questions like, why do we need test classes? And if I have an impression that he is not a good candidate, then he might get a question that what is JWT token? So it's not like having bias or anything, but sometimes we make this kind of thing. So we have to keep on working on the development part and learn those things, make good fundamentals, triggers, LWC, and we already have the business knowledge. We already have the how industry works. We already know that. We'll have to lift our interview with that. Try to get more information and more knowledge on the sales cloud, not just sales, maybe the CPQ part as well, to have an extra advantage on your side. Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Mohit.
Yes,
Can
please.
I go now, Mohit?
Yes, Naresh, you should go first.
Yeah. Hi, Mohit. So thanks for kind of organizing this kinds of sessions first. So Mohit, currently I'm working on, kind of MNC, and I got an offer from another MNC of 60% of hike. So currently my CTC is like around 7.5, I'd say. So now I have got, I have cleared interviews in Deloitte USA. So the status is showing offer in progress, and they, as per their next process, they would be sending some details like where we need to submit the application, like current salary structure and our expected CTC. So now can you just help me through like how we can negotiate with the HR? Like recent times they are not, kind of as
Yeah.
a fresher, and this is my first kind of shift. So
Okay.
I'm good at development, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much confidence when it comes to the HR round. That's how it went in that new organization as well. So any insights on this? So
Okay. Now, do we have any other offer as well along with this?
I have one offer in
And
Cognizant.
is it more than what you have from Deloitte?
Deloitte didn't release the offer yet.
Okay.
It
Okay.
is in
Okay.
progress.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Did they call you? Normally they call and then tell that how much they can offer. Did they do
No,
that?
no, it
They
is
did not.
USA, right? Everyone saying USA is a different process. Like we need to fill the application first. Where
Yes,
in the application that we need to fill? Yeah.
yes. So you have already filled that expected CTC, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay, and is it good enough for you? Like whatever you have filled in, or you?
Yes, yes, it is good. I kept 100% on my current CTC.
Okay, okay. So normally what happens, Deloitte USI, whatever you have written on the expected CTC, they'll try to get the approval, and then HR normally calls. She normally calls. I've got a Deloitte offer like three times in my career. All the three times they did call me, and then they did inform me that okay, this is what they can offer. So one time, like so for the first time, whatever I was getting, they just gave me around 20% hike, and
Mm-hmm.
HR was very rude. HR was not good, and he was
Mm-hmm.
not cooperative. He didn't do any negotiation. He said
Mm-hmm.
that okay, for example, let's say my current CTC is 12. He
Mm-hmm.
gave me, let's say, around 15, and then they said that this is the max we can offer. If you don't want, that is fine, but we cannot negotiate on it. I obviously declined that. I said okay, I already have an offer of 18, so I'll of course don't want it. Thank you. But second time, I got very good HR. She called me. She told me that okay, this is what we can offer, and that was more than what I put in the expected CTC. Okay, so this was
Okay.
more than what I put in the expected CTC. And
Okay.
the third time, whatever I put in the expected CTC, HR called me and said that okay, this is what we definitely can offer, and we are very happy that you have decided to join this and that. On top of that, she provided couple of few lakhs for the joining bonus.
Yeah, I understand. Mm-hmm.
Second time, when they provided more than what I expected, I got another offer from third organization. Okay, now I
Mm-hmm.
had around 90 days notice period, so I didn't start negotiation at that same time. I kept on trying to get more offer. I got
Mm-hmm.
another offer which was 6 lakh more than what I was getting at Deloitte. And when I tried to talk to HR from Deloitte, she told me that okay, she will try to get the approval for my expected CTC, which is more than what they are
Mm-hmm.
offering. And before my joining, they were able to come back to me with the updated CTC. So they were ready to even negotiate that as well. That HR
Mm-hmm.
was really good and helped me throughout the process, kept on giving me updated offer letters multiple
Mm-hmm.
times, joining date change, arranged couple of lakhs for the joining bonus, provided me relocation bonus and everything. Okay, unfortunately, I was not able to join Deloitte, but then she was very good. So Deloitte USI HRs are generally very good. Sometimes we get rude people, they'll not negotiate, but most
Mm-hmm.
of the time they'll try to do their best, whatever they can. So wait for
Mm-hmm.
their call. They will
Mm-hmm.
definitely call you or mail you regarding how much they can offer. Once they do ping me and tell me how much you are getting from the other organization, Capgemini, Cognizant, whatever it is, and then we will
Mm-hmm.
decide this strategy on how we can pitch it. Okay?
Yeah, understood. Yeah, basically they do provide a good amount of hike for 3.5 years kind of people, right?
Yeah, yeah, they do that.
Mhm.
See, whatever they are providing or whatever, it all depends on the market situation. If market
Mhm.
has so many good candidates available and
Mhm.
willing to work on the less CTC, they'll obviously downgrade it. But otherwise, generally, Deloitte, USI, and all these organizations, they want good people. They are ready to pay even couple of lakhs more to have a good people with good communication skills, with good technical skills. Okay, so
Mhm.
they're not like they're not going to hire average candidate for less CTC. That's what their approach is.
Okay, understood. Like Mohit, one last thing, like how we can tackle this variable pay thing, Mohit, in this kind of situation, like.
Okay, see, the couple of organizations have this standard process of having, let's say, 10%, 20% variable pay. They will obviously
Uh-huh.
cannot do anything on that. But
Mhm.
otherwise, if there is any opportunity, and let's say they are saying that we can offer you 15 lakh, out of which 10% is variable, and then we will giving you 1 lakh joining bonus. So try to
Mhm.
negotiate it in such a way that, okay, don't give me joining bonus, but I want 15 fixed. Or give me 15 fixed, and on top of that, whatever you want to give as a variable, I'm okay with that. But I at least need 15 as a fixed CTC. Okay,
Mhm.
so when it comes to having something in the CTC versus joining bonus, always go for the CTC part, because
Mhm.
joining bonus you will get 30% will get deducted on the tax part, and then you will
Oh,
get
okay.
the whole amount. Okay, so joining
Mhm.
bonus is a one-time thing, looks very attractive, but doesn't add up. So try
Yeah,
to get it
understand.
in the CTC.
Yeah, so that I can start with, like, when HR call, like, I kind of start with already have this offer with this MNC. So
Correct,
if
correct.
you can, I can start like
See,
that, or do you want me to
do
just
not
not
do not
mention that?
do not reveal the number in the beginning. Let her
Okay.
quote the number. Okay, sometimes what happens, let's say CapG is already giving you 12. You already say
Mhm.
that you are getting 12 and they were supposed to give you 14. Okay,
Mhm.
then they
Yeah.
will downgrade it. Do not reveal the number first. Let her come to you with the numbers they can give. And then if it is less than what we are already getting, then we will
Uh-huh.
say that we already have an offer of 14. So why will I join on 12? Then she will
Mhm.
say, okay, I will come back to you with updated or whatever approvals I need. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
we'll keep on trying to get more. Once, let's say we've got 14 from Deloitte, 12 was the Cognizant, we've got 14 now. Na? We
Yeah.
will obviously pitch with the Cape Gemini as well that we have 14 from Deloitte. What you can do for us or for
Mhm.
me? Can you match it? So we'll keep on playing that. That is, there is no harm. See, it's our career. If
Yes,
it is
yes.
about money, right? They will be
Mhm.
very happy if you work on the 8 LPA. But we also need to, take care of our family. So on
Yes,
the
yes.
CTC negotiation part, we will not, be very. It's not a bad thing.
Compromising.
People
Yeah.
feel that having we are greedy and all those things. No, it's our career. Why will I work on the less CTC when we deserve more? You have
Yeah.
worked very hard for it, right? So there is
Yes,
nothing
yes,
like
yes.
having greedy or those things. Okay, will
Mhm.
not compromise on it.
Yeah.
All
Thank you,
right.
Mohit. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Naresh. Yes, please. Next one. Hi, Lakshman.
Hi Mohit,
Hi,
Aditi this side.
Aditi. Yes, please. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, so I'm a Salesforce consultant and now I want to build this strong expertise in the functional side as well. So how should I start?
Functional side as well as in like in the consultant, you are getting just the development work,
Yes, just the development work.
and you want also to participate in, let's say, in more in the leadership side or
Yes, in the
Okay.
leadership side.
Okay. Okay. How many years of experience you have?
5 years of experience.
5 years. So you already must be in the phase of becoming a tech lead or team lead in your projects, right?
Yes.
Or hmm.
So
See,
like a senior developer, not the tech lead, but the senior developer.
hmm. Okay. Okay. Fine. 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 See, just keep on having more closer look on the user stories, not just from the technical point of view, but whenever you get something, try to ask questions related to what is the functionality we are trying to, or how this functionality is going to affect the end user. To become a functional consultant or to become more towards the business side of it, we need to understand how business work, or how a particular technical feature is going to be handled by the end user, how leadership is going to get advantage from those kind of features, or whatever project, let's say, you are working on, what is the scope of it, why they try to ask questions related to the business side of it. Okay. And try to participate more in the meetings. Generally what happens with the people, especially the technical senior developers and developers, is that they are just concerned about their work. You tell them you have to
Right.
create an LWC component, they will create it. They will never ask why we need to create this LWC component, where this LWC component is going to help the end user, how this LWC component is going to solve their problem, how this LWC component is going to improve the performance. They never ask such kind of questions, because we have been working like this for so many years, where we get instruction, we deliver the technical solutions. But to become more on the functional side, we have to understand the functional phase of it as well. Okay. So start with that. Try to interact more on the meetings. Try to have one-on-one conversations with your manager. Try to say that these are some of your career aspirations where you want to participate more, not just on the technical front, but also on the let's say leadership front. And what I can do, pitch this question to him, what is your expectation, or what you can suggest me how I should plan out my things. Like, let's say currently I am doing 100% of the technical stuff. I want to have 20% of the let's say leadership work or business related work or functional work as well in my kitty. So can you arrange those kind of things? And then obviously he will come and ask follow-up questions, why you want, and what basically try to get a roadmap from him for this, because he is going to be the person who will be assigning work or who will be handling those kind of things for you. Okay. But from the technical front, try to ask more questions, try to understand the business aspect of any technical problem. Okay.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditi.
Hi, Mohit.
Yes, hi, please go ahead.
Yeah, Amar this side. Uh, yeah, Mohit, my question is regarding the nowadays. We are facing a one issue, the uh, for the interviewing. The issue is like the one of the my friend, and he took an interview of the one candidate, and the candidate used the AI in behind and give the very very good answer, very accurate answer, and he thinks he is right, and he just referred to second round, but second round was the face to face round, and after that he can't able to write a single account contact trigger, simple account contact trigger. So this issues, and after that the manager come to that guy and ask he doesn't know nothing, and how you can select that guy from the first round. So
Yes, this is very common right now. Even in the recent time, I have taken couple of interviews, and generally, I have some questions where I never get good answers. Okay, so whenever I get good answers on those questions, that kind of is a red flag for me. So I was taking an interview. I'll give you an example. I was taking an interview, and I asked why, let's say, why shall we create an instance method? Why not an static method? Something like that I asked, and candidate gave me a very picture perfect reply. Okay, so generally
yeah,
I do not get good answers in this question, because uh, people just say that because we have to create instance, we cannot call directly, but they never give me good answer on these kind of questions. Okay, so that was a red flag. I then before that I was not even watching him because I was also doing something on my own. I was just asking questions and getting. But when I got a very good answer, I started looking at him and then I switched off my other laptop. Okay. Then I asked couple of scenario based questions. So the only way to catch a fake candidate is to ask these scenario based questions because AI will not be able to understand the scenario at first because he'll not be able to explain it properly. Even
Yeah.
if even if he is using a tool which is listening the interviewer's voice and giving the answers, in the scenario based questions there are always couple of follow up questions, okay, and he'll obviously will not be able to explain those things. So whenever you get a red flag, try to ask the scenario based questions. That is why there are a lot of scenario based questions you see in the interview, especially in the online interviews, because they feel they have interviewer has this experience that people theoretical questions they are able to answer really well, but when it comes to scenario they are not able to answer. Okay, so then I asked couple of scenario based question, and he was able to answer a few and he was not able to answer a few. But one pattern which I noticed was that every answer he he will listen the question, he will pause for a few seconds. In those few seconds he will be very he'll not be able to even speak properly. He'll fumble and a lot, and after 5 6 seconds he will be fluent. He'll be able to answer everything. So then I cracked this pattern that okay, for 5 6 seconds, because he is getting the response from maybe a support person who is giving his interview or from the AI. So for those 5 6 seconds he is going on the back foot, and then once he get the answer he's again on the front foot. Okay, so for that I asked him to share his screen, write couple of queries, scenarios, circle queries, and then I kind of realized that he is fake candidate. But of course I cannot say those things. All those things were getting recorded. So then I, after closing the interview, gave the feedback that he was cheating. And there are like, if today if I take 6 interviews, three of them are using this AI and cheating, all those things. So because I have been
Yeah.
taking it for so many years, I know and I crack those things. But yes, uh, you'll not believe I have a team member. In my team, I have a team member who who is inside the system. Okay, and he is working for let's say 3 4 years. He don't know anything about this. And I, because I've been in the industry, I know these things. He is taking support from any third person who is giving who is working for him. And then if I ask him to write the test classes and ask him to share his screen, he'll not be able to write the test class. But he'll ask me, okay, give me 2 hours, and then after 2 hours, he'll come back and he'll have the whole test class. So that's what people are doing nowadays. We have to be very careful, and that is why people take face-to-face interview. Because this candidate who is in my team, my manager took his interview. I did not join HCL at that time, so my manager took his interview and he was like, this person was so fluent in English, so fluent in giving the technical answer, and when he actually came to office for the first time interaction, he was barely able to speak English. So it was obviously a failure from the recruitment panel.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mohit, for this clarification. Thank you.
Hello, Mohit.
Yes.
Divakar
Mohit.
this side.
Yeah,
Hello,
Divakar, please go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, Divakar,
Mohit.
then I will take Lakshman. Okay,
Okay, I have a
yeah,
couple of questions. Can I
please
go?
go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, actually, I'm working in a company from 2024. Actually, after completing my college, I just started a job in Salesforce related company, and now I'm under bond, and my bond will be completing in this February. And in this 2 year, I mainly work on second generation managed package. Like I converted one generation managed package to second generation managed package, and one work on app exchange related work. And also, if I talk about LWC and tax related thing, I did this task in a chunk. Like I didn't get a whole task and a whole project to work on it. And I have a very good expertise in second generation management. So my question is that is there any job related to package management, or I continue in development part?
Hmm. Okay. See, if you will, I understand that you have extensive experience on this. on the package generation. But if we will, restrict ourselves only to this, then of course we'll only have to find the organizations who have the managed package, and their actual primary role is to work on the package, and then subscriber will subscribe those package. My suggestion to you is, you have already gained this knowledge. Let's expand our horizons and then try to explore other things as well, different other clouds, and so that in couple of years, when you will actually lead the level or reach the level where you have architectural experience and all those things, then you will have ample amount of experience from different verticals, not just one particular very specific module. I have seen the problem with this, that I have a very good friend. He has extensive knowledge on CPQ, very extensive knowledge, but from his beginning of his career till today, he has only worked on CPQ. So when he goes to job market, and if he goes for any service based organization, interviewer who does not know CPQ, then he will not be able to crack that interview, because then interviewer will not be talking about CPQ because he has no knowledge, and then he'll be talking about other things where the candidate does not have much knowledge. So try to expand yourself. I'm not saying that it's not good. Of course it is very good, and if you get a very good match for the same thing, that's an excellent match. But then if we have extensive knowledge on other things as well, or at least the basic knowledge on other things, so that organizations can put us in any of the project. Okay, see, the best candidate for, let's say, any service based organization is a person who can be placed in any project without thinking about he is good at this, he is good at that. Okay, they want such kind of candidate. Even when they take interview, we give preference to candidate who has knowledge on multiple things, because then we know that we need not to think twice about putting him in the sales cloud project only, or service cloud project only, or CPQ only, because he can be put in any project. So try to make yourself of that level, so that we will be very relevant to job market as well. Okay.
Actually, what is happening nowadays, I try to switch to my job. Actually, my bond will be completing this February.
Mm-hmm.
And if I talk about to my LWC side, I'm not too good in LWC. I know the basic concept. I create some multiple LWC components in my company, but I am not working on a full-fledged project that is related to LWC.
It's
So
okay.
I have fear about
It's okay. It's
interview like
see,
what.
first of all, 90% of people are not too good in LWC. Okay, so it's only in your head that you are not good enough. Okay, there are so many people. See, you can explain this in an interview. Let's say you are not able to answer something on LWC, you always have a choice to say that you did not get much opportunities on the LWC side. They know that even after not working in the LWC, if you make a good enough impression on the LWC, let's say your fundamentals were good, let's say you were able to explain the life cycle hook properly, then they will get an impression that even he did not get the opportunity to work on LWC, his LWC fundamentals are good. Always have that confidence that even I did not get the opportunity, I have learned this on my own, and I am pretty confident that if I get work on this, I will leave no stone unturned to excel on that job. Okay, if you give that confidence to the interviewer, even if you're not able to answer something, you will still get it, because they know that it's not rocket science. Anybody can learn it if he is willing to learn. Okay.
One more thing, it's like I'm working with Circle CI pipeline where I can create a pipeline by the using Salesforce, and also I'm learning Agentforce and create multiple agents while in a process of learning. But I didn't do any task related to that. I didn't created any package, anything, any agent related for real time scenario. Then how can I explain like I worked on Agentforce and I did this
No,
task?
you will not say that you have worked on Agent Force in a project. You will say that you did couple of POCs, you did create couple of agents, you are learning it side by side to upskill yourself. Okay, we will set the right expectation that, see, there are not in the market, there are not so many projects where they are using Agent Force in an actual project. Most of them are doing POCs only. Okay, so it's not like that rest of the market or rest of the candidate are so good in the Agent Force and you did not get anything to work on a project. In fact, more than 60-65% of people have not even created a single agent yet. And I'm including the senior developers also. Okay. So it's not like that you are behind. You are actually on the same level where others are. You are upskilling yourself. Do not be underconfident because of this fact. Nobody has, I mean, very few people have created agent force in an actual project. All of them, those who are creating it from the trailhead or creating it as a POC. Okay, so you are also doing that. So there is, it's a good thing that you are doing it, and try to show it in a positive manner that you are focused on upskilling yourself. Okay, do not take it in that sense that do not have that exposure. You already know the basics, and if you get the project, you will not be at the zero level, because you already have the knowledge. You will not be at the zero level. You will be picking up from the base knowledge you already have related to agent force. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Mohit. Thank you for understanding me. Yes,
Thank you,
I'm
Divakar. Don't worry. Do not see. Confidence is very important. We'll have to be very positive about it. Even see, what I want from you all is, let's say, even if you didn't get the opportunity to work on integration, just understand the fundamental. Understand. Do not make the mistakes on the definition part or basic understanding part, and then kill it with the confidence that yes, you know the basics of it, and you didn't get the opportunity, but you are very confident that the moment you get the work, you will work day and night to get the job done and understand it, learn it, and explore more on it. Okay, that's what they want. We don't want a candidate who is perfect. We will never be able to get the candidate who is perfect. What I want, or what normally an interviewer wants from a candidate, is the positivity, that he is willing to learn. If we get that positivity, even he is not able to answer, I can justify in their review and in their feedback that he is a positive candidate willing to learn it. Even if I just write this line that he is willing to learn it, that justifies the selection. I do not need to say that was not able to answer. If I see the positivity, all I need to write is that he is a positive candidate willing to learn it, and I'm confident that he'll be able to do it. And that's what many interviewers do. Okay.
thank you, Mohit.
Hi Mohit.
Hi,
Hey
Mohit.
Mohit, yes.
Yes, yes, please go ahead one by one. Sorry. Who want to go first? Yes, and you can go. Tell me.
Yes, Mohit. Basically, actually, I work for an organization for last 3 years, 4 months, and recently something got changed or I got laid off. Okay, so my last working day is this month, 31st January, and I am actually taking your course on the very long time, and I started watching those things, and my concept got clear. But recently, I got a call from UI, but sadly, I got rejected there. Okay, so now I am preparing a lot, but one thing for sure, I have not much experience on async part as well as integration. Okay, so recently I got an opportunity. I don't say it opportunity. I got a call from Accenture, and the interview is on 28th. So can you guide me? So it very hard time for me, so I can crack the job. And also I have not that much experience on integration as well.
Okay. How many years of experience you have? Can you repeat?
3 years, 4 months.
Okay, okay, that's okay. See, and your location?
My location is basically Kolkata, but I relocate to anywhere, ready to relocate.
Hmm. Okay, okay.
And I also have worked on various type of projects, 5 to 6 projects I have done to complete Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, as well as I have also worked on the support project, integration project. Not that much exposure on LWC, but I have created small components like create record page and the search record page, and as well as we can download it on Excel and file upload section. I have created those things using LWC.
Okay,
Okay,
that is fine.
so
See, continue your preparation. focus more on the LWC side. Even if you don't know LWC, 3 or 4 months, we can say that we didn't get much. We can just make sure that we know the basics of REST integration. Okay, but one thing between triggers, asynchronous epics, LWC, and integration, out of these four things, we at least need to have two things as a strong point for us. Okay, so if we are not good at integration, that is okay, but then the responsibility lies on rest of the three. LWC is trending. LWC, they ask a lot. Try to make sure that you are able to answer on the LWC, even if you are not able, if you don't know much of the uh, practical side of it, because you didn't get much to create on a project. There is still a lot to explain in a project, okay, in an interview, because it has a lot of theoretical topics as well. When I say theoretical,
Yeah,
then like it has life cycle hook. Now, when somebody
yeah,
asks you what is life cycle hook, it is up to you how you explain it. Okay. So
yeah,
uh, you have Chat GPT as well. Try to get the question, say that where we can, or how I can explain it in terms of project where I have used, let's say, connected callback in the life cycle loop. Those kind of questions you have to work along with the AI, so that you make yourself confident that you answer, and your answer should not sound like just the theoretical knowledge. Okay, and then send me your resume. I will set up your interview for my project as well. um, they are also asking a lot in the LWC. So because LWC and integration, these two things we need. If you don't know integration, then LWC holds the whole responsibility. You have to be very good at and confident on the integration as well, so that even if you don't know, you have, if you know the basics, we are selecting candidates. So I will set up your interview. I know you are kind of in the back foot because of the situation, but
yeah.
okay. See, 3.5 years of experience is not something where you should know everything. So do not take that extra added pressure of not knowing something. It's okay, we don't know something, we didn't get enough opportunities to work on that part. Just get to know the basics of integration, REST integration, all the terms and terminologies I'm going to add in this week for the integration, for our Udemy course on the integration module. So just revise those terminology from there. Async Apex is very easy. I have covered everything
Yeah.
very detailed in my Udemy course. Try to go through that. That will be sufficient for you from the interview point of view. And
Okay.
yeah, I know you are in the back foot, but then the only way to uplift yourself is to just keep on doing the things, keep on the preparation, have a belief that things will be sorted soon. And I now know your situation. I will also look for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mohit.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay. I will ping
Yeah,
my
I'm,
CV to you.
uh,
Okay.
Yeah, please go ahead. Just say what you were saying.
I'm saying that I will send my CV to you. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Yeah, hi Mohit, Dikshit this side.
Yes, hi, please tell me.
As you earlier said, you have a problem integration when you have a experience around 3 years. Like I also faced the same problem.
Hmm.
So like I did the integration in my recent project, I did only one integration. I'm getting no much task about more about the integration. So how can I tackle these things in my interview? Like my integration part is not so good at the time of my interview.
Hmm. Okay. See, the problem with integration is that because it's very wide and everyone has worked on, I mean, if let's say I have worked on integration, that could be completely different from what you have worked on. It is a kind of very wide thing. Let's say, for example, batch epics. Batch epics is going to be same. Scenario might change, but then the structure and how it works is same. But on the integration, it is completely different. Let's say somebody has worked on fire and forget pattern. Somebody has worked on platform event related integration. Somebody has worked on authentication flow. Somebody has worked on JWT token. So there are so many terms associated with the integration, and that is why people feel that I don't know much about the integration. Okay, so first, it is very common. The ideally, the person who is not very good at integration should take the integration topic as explain whatever you have worked on integration. Always always say that you did not get much opportunities to work on integration. You have done some of the basic integrations and explain those integrations so that we set the expectation properly that this is my integration experience. And we also set a boundary that these are the topics I know in the integration. If other topics I did not get the opportunity. But at the same time, also say that you really enjoyed working on that, and you also understand that there are so many things to explore on the integration, and you are very excited if you get the opportunity to work on it. So it should convey that you are not afraid of integration. It's just that you didn't get the opportunity, but you are not afraid of it. It's not a rocket science. You have worked on integration. Let's say you did some basic integration connected to Salesforce org. So that integration also has same thing. Like you are doing call out, you are exposing your API, you have set the name credential, you had set the remote site setting, you have created the connected app. So you know these things. It's just that maybe in a very large enterprise, you didn't get to connect Salesforce with ServiceNow or Salesforce with SAP, or you didn't get to use it with the MuleSoft. But you know the concepts, you know how it works, and you are willing to explore more on it. Okay. Never,
Yeah, okay.
the problem happens with in integration is when we set the expectation wrong. He asks, have you worked on integration? We say, yeah, I know integration. And at that time, we give him the whole ground. He can ask anything. When I say I have worked on integration, I give him whole ground. He can ask anything. Instead, I should say, yes, I have worked on integration, but did not get much exposure. So I did get one project where we were using the authentication flow, and this was a kind of structure. So he'll get to know that you know the basics of it. Or even if you have not worked on integration at all, just say just do a project on connecting to Salesforce org. Try to get to know everything about that project and then explain that project. Okay, that will at least give him a confidence that he knows these terms. He has connected, he has done some data sync between two Salesforce org and will be able to do it.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Mohit.
Thank you.
Hi,
Yes,
hi,
please.
Moish sir. How are you? Summer
Hi,
Ranjan
hi
Chowdhury.
Soumya, how are you? I'm very good, thank you.
Yeah, I am also doing good. So basically, I am just looking for change my job. I have 3 years of experience
Mm-hmm.
right now, and I am good at like integration, asynchronous updates, and mostly work on the LWC and other the parts.
Mm-hmm.
So, but in Service Cloud, I mostly work on the Sales Cloud, but I work little bit on Service Cloud. So
Okay.
if there is any interview which is service cloud based, so how I can tackle that part because I have not do
Okay.
many.
Mm-hmm. See, because we didn't get to work on the Service Cloud, we feel that we might not be able to. But Service Cloud, I'll tell you generally what I have seen. Service Cloud is easier than Sales Cloud. Service Cloud has very limited features. If you know the basics, case creation and all those things, Omni Studio, how case routing works, then knowledge and entitlement milestone. That's pretty much of Service Cloud, to be very honest. There is something called CTI integration and all those things as well, but then you can say that you were not using it. So Service Cloud is very easy. Just try to go through the basic trailhead on it. Try to get to know fundamental things. Omni channel, not Omni Studio. Omni channel is very important concept, knowledge, article, entitlement. But otherwise, it's very easy. See, and also, if you say that basics, you know the basics of Service Cloud, you didn't work on a Service Cloud project, you have learned it on your own, and you know the basics of it, that's good enough. It's not like you have to have an experience on Service Cloud to work on it, because as a developer, I'm working on Financial Service Cloud. Doesn't matter, I still get to create a WC component, I still get to do the integration. It's just that instead of account, I am doing it on financial account, not nothing not different, very different from what I was working on the Sales Cloud, to be honest.
Yeah, basically I work on the like case management and other the parts, but I have not worked on the like enhanced chatbot or some advanced uh, service cloud.
Yes,
So I
and
can.
we need not to go there in the interview.
Mhm.
Because even if we learn it from, let's say, Trailhead, just mention that you are learning it from Trailhead, because if somebody will expect the enterprise level service cloud knowledge from you, you will obviously be stuck there. Okay, so we will set the correct expectation in the interview.
Yeah. So, one more question, like how I can do best in managerial round. Basically, I am able to crack all the technical rounds, like first, second, third rounds, but there is some issue with managerial round. For example, I crack all the three rounds of Bunsip technology, but when it comes to managerial round, I did not get any response from them, like am I rejected or not, anything. So I think there is some issue with manager round. So how I can do my best in that managerial and HR rounds?
Hmm. Okay. Managerial round, I have created a detailed video on this as well because this is a very common problem. And I feel that once you clear the technical round, like you should always clear the techno managerial and managerial round, especially the managerial round, because I treat managerial round as a free round. Because I have always been very good at explaining things. It's more about you speaking in the managerial round, to be very honest, and you being able to convey your thought process, you being able to convey how good you can be for the organization, your work ethics, you whatever you have done so far in your career, all those things. When we fail in the managerial round, that is mostly because when either we were not able to convey, or when the management feels that you do not have maybe good communication skills, maybe good skills related to when it comes to talking to client, explaining your things, understanding, resolving conflicts and all those things, or when they feel that you do not have enough practical knowledge as well. Sometimes people fail to explain the project related things in a proper manner. Sometimes they feel that okay, the candidate has worked only on the coding part, but he has never faced the client, or he'll not be able to face the client. So those kind of things are the main reasons you get rejected in the managerial round. I'll interact with you maybe on a one-on-one call to understand more how was your interview, what they asked, and based on that I might be able to tell you. But then managerial round is the easiest round, to be very honest. It's just that we have to channelize what we are speaking in, not in the technical terms, but maybe in more of a business terms. Okay, so it's just that we'll be speaking same thing, but in a different way. I'll talk to you
Okay.
this on. Okay.
Yeah. So, just one last question. How can I, let's say there is some opening in I saw in LinkedIn. So, how can I refer to that company? Let's say in your company also, I saw some opening SCL Tech. So,
Okay.
is it directly I applied from LinkedIn, or should I take some referral from one employee, and after that I do?
Okay. See, the problem with direct apply is that because thousands of people do direct apply, it's very hard for HR to even go through and check the list. What they generally do is that instead of whatever they want, they'll put it on their Naukri portal and they'll get the list and then they sort it by themselves. It's always better to have a referral in the organization, especially from a trusted referral. So generally, what happens in the LinkedIn, even if you go to any unknown person and if you say, they'll not say no to the referral, but it's not necessary that they will actually put your resume and then put the efforts because everyone is busy. We cannot expect them. Okay, so try to apply directly, of course, but then also try to find somebody who can provide you referral. By the mercy of God, we have a very large group. We have more than 2,000 people, including other groups as well. And all the major MNCs, we have students. So I think the better way is to find somebody who is in the group, request them to have a referral. Do not say it like, okay, I mean, sometimes people just put the resume and then say, "Okay, refer me." Don't do that. Try to ask politely because somebody is spending time to refer you. Be thankful for that, and then try to get the referral from the known person because what I have seen in the LinkedIn that people say, yeah, yeah, they'll refer you, but they never do. So try
Yes,
to
yes.
do that. And we have people almost in all the major MNCs. I'm not talking about the smaller companies because there are many companies as well. But I try to reach out to people. So if you are not able to find anybody, try to ping me. I might have the extended network where I might find somebody who is working there. So then in that case, I can pitch in and try to help you there. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much, my sir.
Thank you, Soumya.
Hi, Mohit bhai.
Yes, hello. Hi. Okay, hi Lakshman, how are you?
Hi, hi, I'm good, good. How are you?
Good, 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 good. So I got message from uh, Sagar to for this event Delhi Dreaming. Okay, so I also wanted to share this news with everyone. So I already have a son, and we are expecting the second one soon, somewhere around end of March. So that is why I was not sure that whether I'll be able to travel because that will be very hectic period for me. So I informed him. But let's see if I can just come in and meet you all there. I'll not have anything to speak this time, but then I'll definitely love to come and meet you and rest of the folks. Yes, please go ahead.
श्योर भाई एनी टाइम लाइक मेरा क्वेश्चन था मैं सोच रहा था कि अदर क्लाउड एक्सप्लोर करूं तो जैसे रेवेन्यू क्लाउड है उसको उसके लिए पहले सीपीक्यू से गो थ्रू करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि मेरे को सीपीक्यू भी नहीं आता बिल्कुल भी
अगर देखो सीपीक्यू नहीं आता है तो अभी सीपीक्यू अलग से पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि कुछ चीजें रेवेन्यू क्लाउड में एडवांस हुई हैं, कुछ चीजें सीपीक्यू की हटी हैं, तो वो फिर क्या होगा कि कंफ्यूजन बढ़ जाएगी। रेवेन्यू का क्लाउड का मैंने मैसेज करा हुआ है इरफान को, मेरे को जैसे ही प्लेलिस्ट पूरी मिलेगी उसकी, या उसने बोला है कि वो पूरा रोड मैप बना करके देगा कैसे पढ़ सकते हैं रेवेन्यू क्लाउड का, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों ने पूछा हुआ है ग्रुप में। तो मैं रेवेन्यू क्लाउड का पूरा एक रोड मैप बना करके वो देगा, तो फिर मैं वो सबके साथ शेयर करूंगा। अभी अलग से सीपीक्यू मत पढ़ो, बिकॉज क्या है कि बहुत सारी चीजें चेंज हो जाएंगी तो फिर कंफ्यूजन बढ़ जाएगी, और जब शुरू से पढ़ ही रहे हो तो फिर उस डायरेक्टली वही पढ़ना।
ठीक है एक्चुअली क्या है ना मैं भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज देख रहा हूँ तो टू जस्ट टू गेट अ एज ऑन अदर कैंडिडेट सो मैं सोचा था कि इसलिए
नहीं नहीं,
इंक्लूड
दैट्स
करूँ
गुड
इसको
गुड, ये अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है ये, करना भी चाहिए ये। बहुत अच्छा रहेगा। रेवेन्यू क्लाउड के लोग भी कम हैं, तो अगर बेसिक नॉलेज भी होती है ना तो क्या होता है ना, बहुत बार
हम्म
ऐसा होता है कि हमें वो चीज़ पता है, इंटरव्यूअर को वो चीज़ नहीं पता, तो वो क्या करेगा, वो पूछेगा ही नहीं कुछ भी क्वेश्चन, और वो लिख देगा हाँ भाई इसको रेवेन्यू क्लाउड भी पता है, या इसको एफएससी भी पता है, या इसको एफएसएल भी पता है, तो वहाँ पे ना फ्री के नंबर मिलते हैं। और ऐसा बहुत बार होता है, तो वो तो हमें छोड़ना ही नहीं है। मेरे साथ बस सिर्फ एक बार ऐसा हुआ है कि मैंने उसको बोला है कि मुझे एफएसएल था उस टाइम पे, एफएसएल आता है, एंड एफएसएल मुझे आता भी था, इट जस्ट कि मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत ही एक्सटेंसिव काम किया था। बट देन वो इंटरव्यूअर ने क्या किया, इंटरव्यू में एफएसएल वाले बंदे को पुल कर लिया। तो अच्छा, मैंने जो मेरा इंटरव्यू ले रहा था उसकी प्रोफाइल मैंने एक्सप्लोर कर रखी थी, तो वो मतलब अच्छा बंदा था, बट देन उसने इन सब में काम नहीं किया था। तो मैं तो चौड़े में बोल गया मुझे एफएसएल, हाँ, बट देन उस बंदे ने बहुत ग्रिल किया मुझे। बट मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम जब भी मैंने बोला है तो बेसिक क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं वो मैंने बता दिए हैं, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम फायदा ही रहता है। ठीक है।
और एक क्वेश्चन और था मेरा जैसे एलडब्ल्यूसी का जो कोडिंग सिनारियोज होता है जो इंटरव्यूअर जैसे हमसे एक्सपेक्ट करता है कि कोड करने के लिए पूरा एलडब्ल्यूसी कंपोनेंट तो उसमें क्या पूरा एंड टू एंड वर्किंग फंक्शनैलिटी आनी चाहिए क्योंकि सारे कोड स्ट्रक्चर याद करना बहुत मुश्किल है
नहीं, कुछ नहीं, देखो जो जो तुमसे करने को बोला है, लेट्स से कुछ ऐसा है जिसके लिए तुमको अलग से कोई एक जेएस फंक्शन लिखना है, तो मैं
हम्म
मतलब मैं तो खासकर बोल देता हूँ कि भाई तुमको पूरा वो इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट नहीं लिखना है, तुम सिर्फ फंक्शन लिख दो। बट कभी कभी लोग बोलते हैं कि इंपोर्ट एक्सपोर्ट भी लिखो, तो हल्का फुल्का याद कर लेना, क्योंकि कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, वो पूछ लेता है कि ये इंपोर्ट लाइटनिंग क्लास इम्प्लीमेंट ये तुमने क्या है, इसका क्या मतलब है। बट बहुत रेयरली ऐसा होता है। बट फंक्शंस आना जरूरी है, मतलब HTML में मुझे जो टैग लिखना है वो पता हो, और JS में मुझे जो उसके लेट्स से हैंडलर बनाना है तो वो हैंडलर में बना दूं, बाकी मैं वर्बली एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ। तो वैसे भी चल जाता है। बहुत रेयरली कोई ऐसा मिलेगा जो बोलेगा नहीं मुझे कंप्लीट प्रोडक्शन रेडी कोड चाहिए, वरना इतना कुछ नहीं होता है।
नहीं प्रोडक्शन रेडी तो नहीं एक्चुअली क्या हुआ था मेरे साथ मैं सिनारियो बताता हूँ आपको मुझे एक एलडब्ल्यूसी सिनेरियो कोड करने के लिए दिया था उसमें लिस्ट ऑफ अकाउंट्स शो करने थे ठीक है टेबल में
हम्म
और ऑन सिलेक्शन ऑफ ऑन एनी अकाउंट इट शुड शो इट रिलेटेड रिकॉर्ड्स लाइक कॉन्टैक्ट्स
हम्म
केसेस और अपॉर्चुनिटीज सो तो इसमें दो सिनारियो हो गए एक तो पहले रिकॉर्ड शो करना अकाउंट के, देन उसके सिलेक्शन पे और रिलेटेड रिकॉर्ड शो करना। तो क्या हुआ इस इंटरव्यू में, अब इतना बड़ा कोड होगा, कोड भी बड़ा होगा क्योंकि 3 फाइल्स आएंगी मेरे पे,
हम्म।
HTML JS और कंट्रोलर। तो
हम्म।
मैं कोड करना स्टार्ट करा, मैंने 15-20 मिनट में फर्स्ट पार्ट खत्म कर दिया।
हम्म।
ठीक है, डेटा टेबल लगा के ऑन सिलेक्शन पे ये आईडी लेके रिकॉर्ड्स की अकाउंट की इतना हो गया है। तो इंटरव्यूअर मेरे को सामने से बोल रहा कि तुम्हें, मेरे को 3 ईयर का एक्सपीरियंस है, तो 3 ईयर का एक्सपीरियंस है, इतना टाइम कैसे ले रहे हो, ये तो आना चाहिए, बेसिक है। अब मुझे ये समझ नहीं आ रहा था उस टाइम, मैं तो सही कर रहा हूँ, पर
हम्म।
एक्सपेक्टेशंस ये तो बहुत ही ज्यादा हो गई, क्योंकि ये कंपोनेंट में इजीली अगर मैं करूंगा 40-45 मिनट्स लगेंगे।
हम्म। हाँ बिल्कुल
तो
आराम से लगेंगे। देखो अब ऐसे तो फालतू के बहुत सारे क्या है, तुम्हें इंटरव्यूअर मिलेंगे जो ये बोलेंगे, क्योंकि उनको कुछ ना कुछ करके कमी निकालनी होती है। बट देन जनरली क्या होता है कि अगर मुझे मुझे पता है कि इस कंपोनेंट का मेन चीज़ क्या है, इस कंपोनेंट का मेन चीज़ है वो जो डेटा टेबल पे तुम्हें दिखाना है HTML में उसका टैग, देन वो लेकर के कैसे आओगे वो JS में, एंड देन ऑन सेलेक्ट पे तो तुम्हारा सेलेक्ट वाला हैंडलर होगा। तो अगर तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है कि भाई इसको बहुत पेशेंस नहीं है, तो तुम बोल दो कि ओके देन आई विल राइट जस्ट दी दिस पार्ट, ओके विल दैट बी ओके। तो फिर पूरा लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, फिर वही डेटा टेबल वाला टैग लिखो और जेएस वाला हैंडलर बना दो। एपेक्स को बाद में पिक कर लेना। मैं जनरली क्या करता हूँ कि अगर मुझे जावास्क्रिप्ट और एपेक्स दोनों लेकर के आनी है तो मैं जावास्क्रिप्ट को पहले लिखता हूँ, सो दैट कि उसको ये पता चल जाए कि हाँ इसका LWC ठीक है, फंक्शनलिटी वाइज ये सही है, क्योंकि एपेक्स तो मोर और लेस सब लोग लिख ही लेते हैं। ठीक है, जेएस पे वो लोग ज़्यादा फोकस करते हैं, तो मैं जेएस वाला पार्ट पहले लिखता हूँ। HTML अगर उसके साथ लिखना है तो HTML भी लिख देता हूँ, देन इन दोनों के साथ में बाद में थर्ड पे एपेक्स। मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम एपेक्स तक पहुँचते पहुँचते वो बोल देता है कि ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, वी आर गुड, ऐसे। और जैसे मैं जब इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ तो मैं तो साफ साफ बोल देता हूँ कि भाई तुमको सिर्फ लॉजिकल वाला कोड लिखना है, मुझे पूरा नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि मुझे मैं मतलब प्रेफर ही नहीं करता हूँ एक्चुअल में कोड लिखवाना, सही बताऊँ तो। क्योंकि मुझे पता है जिस चीज़ के लिए बंदे को 3 स्टोरी पॉइंट 4 स्टोरी पॉइंट मिलेंगे, उस चीज़ को मैं आधे घंटे में उससे कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करता हूँ। कभी कदार जब मुझे एक्चुअल में लगता है कि कोई फेक कैंडिडेट है तो मैं एक दो क्वेरी लिखवाता हूँ, वरना मैं लिखवाना उतना पसंद नहीं करता, क्योंकि मुझे वो अप्रोच ही नहीं पसंद है इंटरव्यू की। तो बट कोई कोई लोग लिखवाते हैं, सो बिकॉज उनको बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट ऐसे मिले होते हैं जिन्हें थ्योरी पता होती है बट देन प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज नहीं होती है, तो उनको लिखवाना भी पड़ता है। कई कई यहाँ पे रूल होता है कि नहीं कोड लिखवा करके देखना है टेक्निकल राउंड में। अभी जैसे मैं मोस्टली टेक्नो मैनेजरल राउंड ही लेता हूँ, तो मेरे पास लिखवाने का तो और स्कोप नहीं होता है, उसमें मैं लिखवा ही नहीं सकता। टेक्निकल में वो लिख करके आता है तो उतना नहीं रहता, ठीक है। बट एपेक्स को बाद में लिखना, जब भी आप ऐसा कुछ मिले जिसमें तीनों चीजें हो ना, सबसे पहले JS को लिखना, फिर HTML लिखना, फिर एपेक्स पे जाना, ठीक है। तो वो क्या होता है कि क्योंकि एपेक्स ज्यादातर लोग लिख लेते हैं, फंसते JS में ही है, हमने वहीं से दिखा देना है कि भाई हमारा JS स्ट्रांग है, वहां पे अगर हो जाता है तो वो पहले ही सेटिस्फाई हो जाते हैं।
ठीक है, ठीक है,
ठीक है।
डन।
ओके गाइस, आई हैव टू नाउ लीव, आई एम सो सॉरी। जल्दी से कोई एक दो क्वेश्चन ले लेते हैं। प्रज्वल तुम्हारा हाथ रेज है, प्लीज टेल मी। मैं तुम्हारा
हेलो
कुछ
सर,
नहीं ले
गुड
पाया।
इवनिंग।
हाँ भाई, क्या हाल है, कैसा चल रहा है?
मैं ठीक हूँ, आप कैसे हो?
बस यार कट रहे हैं काम कर
हाँ।
रहे हैं। मेरी एक्चुअली क्या है कि जैसे मेन सेल्सफोर्स की जॉब अगर चली भी गई तो मैं बच्चे पालने में अभी एक्सपर्ट हो गया हूँ सारे काम कर लेता हूँ मैं उसके,
नहीं सर,
तो जरिए
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन।
चल रही है थैंक यू थैंक यू थैंक यू। अभी
सर
मेरी
मैं,
ट्रेनिंग चल रही है
ट्रेनिंग तो जिंदगी भर चलती रहेगी।
हाँ यार चलो, बताओ।
अ, हाँ, मेरा ये डाउट था, मैंने 4-5 महीने पहले कंपनी चेंज कर दिया, अभी TVS डिजिटल में हूँ। तो कंपनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मगर मेरा ये इशू है कि अभी मतलब मुझे प्रोजेक्ट जो मिला है उसमें मतलब थोड़े बहुत इम्प्लीमेंटेशन मुझसे पहले जो करके गए थे ना, तो उनने बीच बीच में छोड़ छोड़ रखा है। तो मुझे प्रॉब्लम ये आ रहा है कि इंटीग्रेशन का भी थोड़ा सा मुझे उतना एक्सपोजर नहीं था, तो अभी वो मिल रहा था। अभी बोला गया है कि इंटीग्रेशन के टिकट्स को पार्क करके, क्योंकि SAP से रिस्पांस नहीं आ रहा है SAP टीम से, तो हमें कोऑर्डिनेट करना पड़ता है ना, तो वो नहीं आ रहा है, तो इसलिए बोला गया है कि तुम्हारा 0.5 इसमें रखेंगे और 0.5 तुम अभी मार्केटिंग क्लाउड सीखने में कंसंट्रेट करो। तो मुझे मतलब मार्केटिंग क्लाउड मेरे लिए तो पूरा नया ही हो गया, मगर एक बंदा है जो मुझे हेल्प कर सकता है। तो मतलब मेरे साथ भी मुझे जब सेल्स क्लाउड में लिया था तो एक और बंदे को भी मार्केटिंग क्लाउड में हायर किया था। तो
हम्म।
मुझे ये जानना है कि मार्केटिंग क्लाउड में अगर फोकस करना है तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, या क्या करूँ अभी के सिचुएशन में, मुझे वो उतना समझ नहीं आ रहा था।
ठीक है। देखो ये कोई नेगेटिव चीज़ नहीं है, मार्केटिंग क्लाउड का एक्सपोजर बहुत कम लोगों को होता है। तो अगर तुमको साथ साथ ही इसके करने को मिल रहा है, देखो इंटीग्रेशन आज नहीं तो कल पार्क जो हुआ है वो वापस से आएगा ही, ठीक है, क्योंकि क्या है कि हो सकता है कि अभी उस टीम के पास बैंडविड्थ ना हो या जो भी हो, अभी वो ये प्रोजेक्ट नहीं स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो, बट अब अगर एसएपी और सेल्सफोर्स ये लोग दोनों यूज़ कर रहे हैं तो आज नहीं तो कल इनको इंटीग्रेशन फिक्स करना ही रहेगा, या उस इंटीग्रेशन को बेटर बनाना ही पड़ेगा, तो ये तो कहीं नहीं जा रहा है, ये आता ही रहेगा। मार्केटिंग क्लाउड तब तक तुम क्या है कि सीख सकते हो, ऐसा नहीं है कि कुछ बुरा है, मतलब मैंने तो एक बार प्रोजेक्ट में काम किया है, तो मुझे ये है कि हाँ दिस इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट। अब वहाँ पे सिचुएशन क्या थी कि वहाँ पे सिर्फ मार्केटिंग क्लाउड पे ही काम होता था, तो इस वजह से मुझे ये उसका थोड़ा सा डर बैठ गया था कि यार मैं अगर यहाँ पे रहूँगा तो सिर्फ मार्केटिंग क्लाउड कर पाऊंगा, बट तुम्हारे साथ वो सिचुएशन नहीं है, इवन इफ अगर तुम मार्केटिंग क्लाउड करते हो तब भी तुम्हारी 50% बैंडविथ नॉर्मल सेल्सफोर्स में रहेगी, जहाँ पे तुम्हें इंटीग्रेशन और बाकी चीज़ें मिलेंगी। तो इट्स अ विन विन, कोई प्रॉब्लम की बात नहीं है, और कोई बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट भी नहीं है, जस्ट की थोड़ा अलग है बाकी चीज़ों से। तो थोड़ा जर्नी बिल्डर और कैसे बनाते हैं, कैसे कैंपेन्स होते हैं, तो इससे अच्छा है, नॉलेज गेन होगा तुम्हारा, इम्प्रूव होगा।
ओके।
कर सकते हो इसे, इट्स इट्स अ गुड थिंग, मतलब ऐसा कोई नेगेटिव नहीं है। अगर तुमको बोल देते कि
उसमें
सपोर्ट टिकट
ज्यादा
सॉल्व करो, वो नेगेटिव होता।
उसमें ज्यादा कोडिंग वगैरह नहीं
नहीं
होता है
नहीं,
ना,
कुछ
मतलब?
कोडिंग वोडिंग नहीं है भाई, सब सब ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप है। ठीक है,
अच्छा।
बट समझने की चीजें हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब वो है बहुत इजी है, वैसा नहीं है। अच्छा है, मतलब यू विल लर्न अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब बहुत ही बेसिक है, वैसा नहीं है। ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप है, बट देन तुम समझ में आएगा कि हाँ ये एक्चुअल में। और सेल्सफोर्स मार्केटिंग क्लाउड से ज़्यादा तुमको एक्चुअल की मार्केटिंग समझ में आएगी, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट।
ओके।
कैसे
ओके।
काम करती, कैसे कैंपेन्स रन होते हैं, अभी तक जो तुम लीड लेते थे सेल्सफोर्स में, उसके लीड्स आती कहाँ से हैं, कैसे बनते हैं, वहाँ पे एक एक चीज़ तुम ट्रैक करोगे कि तुमने जैसे 100 कस्टमर्स को मेल भेजे तो कितनों ने तुम्हारे मेल को क्लिक किया, कितनों ने ओपन किया, कितनों ने खोला, कितनों ने रीड किया, सब कुछ ट्रैक होता है।
ओके। तो ये प्रोफाइल के लिए अच्छा ही है, मतलब
हाँ
मार्केटिंग
100%
अच्छा।
यार, वो तो नॉलेज ऐड होगी, ऐसा नहीं कि तुम किसी उसमें, इट्स नॉट अ डाउनग्रेड, डोंट वरी।
ओके सर, इतना ही पूछना था।
हाँ हाँ, गो
ओके।
फॉर।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू गाइस, थैंक यू गाइस, अभी मेरे को निकलना रहेगा, थोड़ा सा लेट हो गया है। मैं क्वेश्चंस बाकी के चैट पे जो नहीं ले पाया हूँ, मेरे पास इसका चैट की हिस्ट्री रहेगी, आई विल टेक इट ऑन व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, ओके, एंड देन विल कनेक्ट ऑन ग्रुप। थैंक यू एवरीवन, लवली
थैंक
टॉकिंग
यू
विद
भैया।
यू।
Thank you so much, Mohan.
थैंक यू, बाय।
थैंक यू
थैंक यू
मोहित।
मोहित।